The judge, as you know, said that Michelle Knight showed remarkable restraint when she listened to Ariel Castro's long ramble about his own unhappiness. We asked Nightline anchor Cynthia McFadden to ask the experts to take us inside the mind of a deluded abuser.
Ariel Castro took full advantage of his right to speak today. For 16 minutes, he alternated between self-pity and apology, defiance and lack of remorse. Through it all, stunning delusion.
Most of the sex that went on in the house, and probably all of it, was consensual.
Perhaps Mr. Castro cannot bear to see himself the way the rest of us do, saying repeatedly he is not violent, not a monster. He called himself a victim, saying as a child he'd been sexually assaulted and is now addicted to porn. The judge made short order of that.
You've been a victimizer.
But surely Mr. Castro is right about one thing. He is a sick man.
Is Ariel Castro a sick man or just an evil one?
Well, I think he himself seems confused about that, and I think society is as well. He has some sort of a sexual disorder. He certainly describes the fact that he feels driven by a force that he doesn't fully understand.
But if he's so sick, how did he go undetected all those years?
I think what all of us are concerned about is he's a very good liar.
But being mentally ill does not mean he is not legally responsible. Legal insanity is a very high bar, used in only 1% of cases, and experts say not applicable here. A relative of Gina De Jesus also spoke today.
To Ariel Castro, que Dios se apiade de su alma.
Looking Ariel Castro straight in the eye, may God have mercy on your soul. Cynthia McFadden, ABC News, New York.
With thanks to Cynthia, I want to bring in ABC's chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams. So, Dan, he pled guilty, but he proceeded to try to deny a lot of what he pled to and claimed to have been misunderstood. Does the judge have to let him do this?
The judge has to let him speak. The judge has to give him an opportunity to say anything that could lead to a more lenient sentence. The last thing they want is an issue on appeal later on. The judge might have been able to step in a little earlier, but the bottom line is this guy has a very distorted view of the world. Everything he said seemed to be intended to engender sympathy from the court and the people watching, and yet everything he said seemed to backfire. Everything seemed to make it worse for him.
And when he goes to prison now for life, is he a target of other prisoners?
Oh, absolutely. First thing that's going to happen is he's going to be held in solitary confinement. Everyone in Ohio who's a male sex offender goes to a particular institution there, evaluated as to how violent an offender they are. That determines which prison they go to. But no question, he's going to have to be held in solitary confinement, not as a punishment, but to protect him from other prisoners.
And this is the rest of his life, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Dan Abrams, again, our thanks to you.